5.1.6 release, we are rolling out our second phase of the automatic waitlist feature, and that includes settings and the ability to email staff, administrators, supervisors, and clients based on the automatic waitlist process. If you remember, in the first phase, we created the log records, and now we're moving on to the sending of the email confirmations. So to get to the settings, you would come to your main settings page under calendar, and then you would click on waitlist settings. We do have a note here that the feature is currently under construction, as some of these settings are not going to be functional, just there from a settings perspective, and will be included in later phases. Just to comment to those, the assistant instructors, any custom booking, and the hold timer are all functionality that we have not built yet, but the settings are here. We want you to get comfortable with those settings. We are also going to do a bit of an enhancement shortly here to put these under construction messages right next to the specific settings that are in fact under construction, so it is a little more clear. So to walk through these settings, if you're familiar with our online booking settings, these should be very familiar to you. They're simply the same types of settings, just applying them to automatic waitlist. So for the first setting that we have built here, it's in regards to emailing supervisors, and we have settings for both pending confirmations and the final booking confirmations, which I'll show you in the example coming up. So you can enable or disable those, and then you can pick which of the types of events you want to send those for. And again, currently the functionality in 5.1.6 is for courses, appointments, and single booking. Then we also have the administrator notifications, where you can enter in whatever email addresses you like, and if you'd like to add multiple, you can concatenate with a semicolon and add multiple admin emails there that you would like to receive those confirmations. And again, broken out into the same pending confirmations and booking confirmations, which you will see again in the example coming up. And finally, the same breakdown for client notifications, and that again is pending confirmations and booking confirmations. And we also provide that same functionality for customizing the email template. We provide this fixed version with the event details, and then a customization which gets appended to the bottom of that email. Just a note that in the next phase in 5.1.7 for this feature, we will in fact be changing the format of the fixed email so that it reads more like a personal email with the details rather than a list of details as you see here. So that's one usability change we are making in the 5.1.7 release. And just you see here, I've done a little bit of a slightly different message customized at the bottom of that booking confirmation here. And the supervisor that I've included for the event is this supervisor, this staff member here, and I've just put a supervisor email here. That'll be used later to show you the email that comes through. So now we have this event that I have created with a capacity of 2, and it is fully booked, and it's got a wait list of 1. So I'm just going to go ahead and add myself to this swimming event, and you get the standard message that it's full. Would you like to add to waitlist? And of course, yes, we do. So now the person is sitting on that waitlist. Now if I go ahead and withdraw this individual, just go ahead and withdraw them and issue a refund, and go ahead and remove them. Then as per standard functionality, the next person on that list, which would be myself, gets moved into that spot in a pending confirmation state. So this is now the situation on our settings for all the pending confirmations. So as I walk through the email, here I have my pending confirmation from the administrator perspective. So, dear program administrator, it identifies the course details and who, and this link to attendance page and this link to the contact are both links. So if I go ahead and click on that, it's going to open up my contact profile, and if I go ahead and click on the link to the attendance page, it will take me directly to the attendance page for that event, so that if I would like to confirm that individual, I can do so directly from that email. I'm going to skip this booked because we have not booked them yet, so therefore we should not receive an email there. And then as you can see here, we have a supervisor email, and we use the name of the supervisor, and we just let them know that we've moved them into a pending status for this event. We provide the same links for the supervisor email. Special note here too, if you do click on the links and for whatever reason you're not actually logged into the system, you'll get the login page first. Once you log in, then it will take you to that specific page that is linked, either the contact or the attendance page. And then finally, we have the pending confirmation details for the client. And keep in mind, it says custom clone here because that's the organization name for this test database that we're using. So your organization will have a name that is specific for your organization, and so that is what would show there instead of this custom clone, just as a note there. And as you can see, that customized message that I put at the bottom there is showing for that email. So I'm going to come back here to Planner. I'm actually going to go to my contact profile, and just as a reminder, we do create the log, as you see here. Sorry, it would be this one here, where we've actually moved my waitlist spot into a pending confirmation spot into the course. So that log, as per phase 1, is still, of course, getting created. Now, if we talk to the individual, or we know that they're going to want to confirm up front, and maybe it's free spot for members, what have you, however that works out, we go ahead and yes, we have confirmed. So we go ahead and click the confirm. Then in this instance, it's going to take me through the pay to register steps, where I would then have to pay for this event. So I'm just going to go ahead and pay. And take us back to the attendance page. And what you'll now see is that I am now a booked attendee for this program with this paid amount here. And if we go ahead and refresh my contact page, you will now see this log indicating that I was booked from the pending confirmation state. Now, if we go back to the pending inbox, no new email there, as expected, because that administrator email that we entered into the pending section should only be receiving pending emails. However, now we do have one in the booked. And so here's the program administrator message for the booking confirmation. So it puts my name, the attendee name, in that header, and then again, same details, just indicating that I'm now moved into a booked status, whereas the previous email was pending. And supervisor, again, also has a booking confirmation details as per our settings that were set up, and again, just addressing it to the supervisor and indicating the booked status change. And finally, we do have the client confirmation for the actual booking, and it looks like this here, and as you can see, it's sending the booking confirmation email because I gave a slightly different customized message at the bottom. And again, just a reminder, your organization name will show here instead of custom clone. Just as a side note, if I go back to the pending confirmation details email that the customer would receive, in our 5.1.7, there will be buttons and links in this email, which will allow them to directly confirm or decline the spot from this email. So we provide both the button and the link, just in case they have any filters that make the images not come through, or somehow strips out that code. They can then copy and paste the link that we provide. So they do get two different ways, just in case, again, the buttons don't work. They'll be able to use the links to do so. That covers off the phase 2 of the automatic waitlist, so please give that a try and give us your feedback. We're eager to hear it. Thank you so much.